As you can see, the people putting their hats back on. Todd is there in Oakland behind home plate for this game. It's absolutely amazing. And let's talk about Pearl City. I recognize the name Pearl City. We have seen Pearl City before. A couple years ago in Nogales, Pearl City was there as Nogales was hosting the Western Region tournament. And just so you know, Pearl City Little League is located on the island of Oahu in Hawaii. It's part of the city and county of Honolulu. Specifically, it's located on the leeward Oahu region. Today in Pearl City, Hawaii, the weather temperature will get up to 86 degrees. How ironic that today in Douglas, Arizona, the weather will get up to 86 degrees. But as you were looking at partly cloudy skies in Oakland, California, they will see a high today of 65 degrees. Big thanks to the whole Douglas community for coming through for these boys, as over $16,000 was raised between a GoFundMe and a donation of $10,000 by a former player. Check this out. Former Douglas player Martin Martinez and the patriotic group Tucson made an extremely generous donation of $10,000 to the Douglas Senior League All-Star team. Of course, the team is now in Oakland, California in the regional competition, and they needed help in order to make it happen. Martin Martinez is a former Douglas Little Leaguer and former Major League Baseball coach for the Cubs and Expos farm teams, and was on hand to meet Coach Chuy Duarte and the Douglas Senior All-Star team and handed them a $10,000 donation to cover their expenses. Martin told the boys how proud he was of them for their recent accomplishments on winning the state title and how excited he was for them to have this opportunity to play in Oakland on a synthetic grass turf field. Now keep in mind that these players have never played on synthetic grass before. Some of the Douglas players actually had to go and purchase new cleats. So part of that money that was donated generously by the community ended up going to purchase new cleats for the athletes, because you can't use the steel-toed cleats on synthetic turf. So where does this leave us right now? As you see the coaches coming out, and as well as some of the captains coming out to chat about this game. Hey, leave us some love in the live chat, by the way, please. Let us know that you're watching. Let us know you can hear us good, and that we're ready to go in this game, powered by SSVEC. As you see Todd there panning around to the crowd, you see some folks there using the umbrellas, but it looks like it is a cool day there. People with short sleeves still, as the temperatures are in the low 60s at the moment. But this is a double elimination tournament, and if Douglas wins the regionals, they will then advance to the national championship. On the way out, Martin and Jesse Velarde of Patriotic Group Tucson both told these teams and shook their hand, or told this team, we will see you in South Carolina. So looking at the bracket, it appears that if Douglas wins today against Hawaii, they will play the host team, Oakland, tomorrow, Thursday, July 17th at 7 p.m. If they happen to lose to Hawaii, then their next game will be Friday, July 18th at 2 p.m., either against Oregon or the loser of Washington versus Southern California. 400 feet to dead center there at Laney College Baseball Field in Oakland, California. We are just about ready for baseball, just after the 11 o'clock hour here in Sierra Vista, where I'm broadcasting, watching this stream from Todd in Oakland, California. Thank you so much for the comments. We see you. Glad you're watching. Wishing Douglas well. And again, if you are watching in Hawaii, it is just after the 8 a.m. hour there in the islands in the Pacific. And we thank you for tuning in. It appears Douglas is taking the field. They will be the home team. And as they take the field, we will let you know that Isidro Hoyos, the superstar pitcher, will be on the mound, and his battery mate, Escarcega, will be behind home plate. So, This game couldn't happen without our incredible sponsors. Dan the Man is putting all of those sponsors up in the corner of your screen, but we'll run through them real quick. Of course, this game powered by SSVEC. Thank you so much to the MORSE Automotive Group, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, Barnett's Towing and Propane, Copper Queen Community Hospital, Grasshopper Landscaping, Ginger's Title Services, Aloe Fiber, Right Way Heating and Cooling, American Southwest Credit Union, Sierra Toyota, TWN Communications, Eagle Plumbing, and Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista, Chris Leon and the Leon team at Cross Country Mortgage, Sonic Drive-In on East Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista, and Duran Plumbing, all making this game possible as we are seeing the leadoff hitter for Hawaii, Pearl City to be exact. It is Jody Takara leading off for Pearl City in this Senior League Baseball West Region Tournament, powered by SSVEC. Please do us a favor, share this video around, share it in groups. Check us out if you're watching on YouTube. Make sure you share it there and share it to everyone you possibly can. Time is called. As you see, Jody Takara, the third baseman, leading off for Hawaii. Pearl City versus Douglas, starting right now. Powered by SSVEC. Breaking pitch on the outside part of the plate, called strike, 0-1. Takara steps back into the batter's box. Hoyos makes that pitch. That's a grounder. Going over to third, picked up, scooped over, and thrown over to first. One up, one down for Douglas here in the top of the first. That's exactly what you want for your pitcher. You want as few pitches to the batter as possible. 2 pitches, 1 out. That will bring up Kevin Ujimori coming to the plate, the center fielder for this Pearl City team. That pitch a little outside to the left-handed batter. 1-0 count. Pitch number 2 ends up being high as well, 2-0. Thank you again to all the sponsors. You can see them in the corner of your screen. Thank you to Todd Ryan for being there in Oakland, California. That is a called strike on a beautiful breaking pitch. My goodness. Isidro, if he has the stuff that he had last week in the championship clinching game, this will be an incredible day for this Douglas team. Throws outside. The pitch count is 3 balls, 1 strike. And that goes low. A good eye by Kevin Ujimori, and a 1-out walk will put Ujimori on first base.
Now batting number 17, Cohen Adaro.
So, after getting the first batter out with 2 pitches, the second batter is on base, and that will bring up Cohen Adaro, number 17, as they throw back over to first, trying to keep the runner honest over there. Hoyos resets on the mound. Thank you so much for all the love in the live chat. The pitch, and that is a called strike. 0-1 the count to Adaro at the plate for this Pearl City team. And that goes low and outside. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. 60 degrees in Oakland, California right now. And Todd forgot to bring a jacket. We're hoping he was able to grab one at a Walmart or a mall nearby to stay warm. There in the stands, that is a pop fly going toward foul territory, not able to get it as it goes out of play. So a 2-strike count, as looks like we just lost the video signal here. Waiting for it to come back. I do have another shot that I'm watching as well, so I can switch over to the other shot and give you a radio play. Oh, nope, there they are. Okay, now we are back. As Hoyo sets, throws over to first base. Safe back at first. is Ujimori. Adaro at the plate with a 2-strike count. Looks like runner will try to go. They throw back down to first base, and he is safe back at first on the ball called. I believe it is a 2-1 count. To Adaro. Wind up and the pitch. The ball gets past the catcher. Ujimori will advance to second base. So with 1 out, Hawaii, Pearl City, has a runner in scoring position. And this Pearl City team is a dynasty. When we saw them 2 years ago, those 15 and 16-year-olds, I mean, they're already out of high school and they're in college right now. But when you're able to put a team like this together, and that is ball 4, now 2 runners are aboard.
Now batting number 1, Ian Wickman.
So 2 on, 1 out here in the top of the first. After getting that first out so quickly, this is not where the Douglas team wants to be. And that will bring up number 1, Ian Wickland, the right fielder for this Pearl City team, representing the state of Hawaii. Douglas representing our state of Arizona. Swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch by Hoyos. 0-1. Thank you again to all the sponsors. You can see them in the post description. Runners on first and second. 1 down here in the top of the first. Thankfully, Douglas somehow got the home team advantage there in Oakland, California. Swing and a miss. A 2-strike count. So glad you're enjoying this broadcast, and thank you, Todd Ryan. Leave him some love in the live chat. By all means, say hashtag thank you, Todd, or just say thank you, Todd. Todd made the drive up to Oakland, California. He knew this was history and wanted to be a part of it. That is a swing on a 2-strike pitch. And that will go all the way to the wall. 1 run will score. The other runner will round third, and he will score. It is a 2 RBI double for Pearl City. The walks come back to haunt Douglas here in the top of the first. It is 2-0 Hawaii. What a shot all the way to that wall. Keep in mind, it is 400 feet to that center field fence. That ball was driven a country mile. Absolutely unbelievable. 2-0, another runner in scoring position as David Engler, the pitcher, comes to home plate to bat. And that goes outside part of the plate, but a called strike. So an 0-1 count. Now is 0-2. Engler steps back into the batter's box. 2-strike count for Hoyos. Runner on second, 1 out. And that will end up hitting Engler. A hit by pitch. Getting to first base the hard way. Now puts runners on first and second. Pearl City, the Hawaii team, already with a 2-0 lead and 2 on, and that will bring up number 23, Imipono Kala for Pearl City. As that goes fouled back to the screen, as you can see, there is a screen there instead of a chain link fence. It's actually a great view being able to put that together and having Todd right behind home plate. And I do have another feed that's showing me what's going on the other side of the screen. So as Douglas will get out of this inning, when they get out of this inning, the stream will have to be reset. So we'll reset the stream here shortly. 1 out so far 2 on. That is a called strike. And again, if you are watching from the islands, aloha and mahalo, as it is about 8:15 a.m. out in Hawaii. If you could share this video around to your friends, to your family, to your Facebook groups, we would appreciate that as well. And of course, have this going everywhere across Cochise County. This is history being made today. And that is a short chopper to the pitcher. The comebacker gets the force at second base, but will leave runners on the corners with 2 down. As you see that replay, great job, good patience by Hoyos to get the ball back to, to catch it, bring it in, release it to second, knowing that you were getting the force at second base. So 2 down, runners on the corners here in the top of the first. As you see, Pearl City, Hawaii with a 2-0 lead. And they fake the throw over to first, and they throw back to third, safe on both accounts. Hoyos will reset on the mound. Pitching to number 44, Noah Propios, the second baseman. Now they throw back over to first base, safe. Very risky to do, because if there is an overthrow, if there is any sort of bobbling at first base, that runner from third could score. You're already down 2-0, but we know Douglas has the power of the bats. And that is driven into short left field. The left fielder comes underneath, makes the catch for the 3rd out. So Pearl City will leave 2 on, but not before 2 come across the plate. It is 2-0 Hawaii. We'll see what Douglas can do in the bottom of the first. Will this reset cut me off as well? Okay, all right, so we're going to get this reset right now, and we will